Good morning, Julie here. It is a beautiful Tuesday morning and I have been a little bit lazy lately with my own fitness. I recently stopped doing my regular group fitness sessions in Noosa just to take a few weeks off and just kind of regroup and revitalize my business. I was kind of getting a bit burnt out doing the same thing all the time. I've done that for like over 12 years now, I think, in some format, the Noosa Fit Club. So I have done very little apart from playing badminton 3 or 4 times a week. I've done very little other fitness in the last 5 weeks. So I thought I would do one of my favorite little ab workouts just for myself. So I thought I'd video it for you guys. This is a great little addition to maybe you've been out for a walk or a run, or you've done some cardio or some other kind of fitness or sporting activity, and it's a great little addition because it's really good for you to have a really strong core. It's great for your back, it's great for your posture, great for all your internal organs, that kind of thing. Now we don't do an ab workout for to get like a six-pack, although eventually you would get there if you got your body fat down enough. It's more for core strength. So you can do as many of these as you like. These are 8 of my favorite ab exercises. So let's get started. Actually, before I do start, I will say, just like any exercise program, it is your responsibility to exercise safely and carefully yourself. So don't do anything that may cause you injury or discomfort or anything like that. So that being said, always we need to warm up with any workout. So I'm going to do my general warm up. It won't be very high impact because I'm indoors. I don't have shoes on. So obviously, if you're outdoors, make sure you've got supportive shoes on when you're doing any warm up, especially if you're doing cardio. But I'm going to just do a little warm up, and sometimes if you're unsure of what to do to warm up, just start from the toes and work your way up. That's the way I remember it. So really good idea to let's do a little bit of toe work. So we're on our toes, just doing a little bit of a jogging movement. This is going to warm up the small bones and muscles of your feet. Because actually your feet are quite complex. There's a lot of little moving parts in there. So we start off with just jogging on your toes, and then we're going to jog on our heels, which always looks very weird. So we're jogging on our heels, and I just kind of guess maybe like 20 or 30 of these, and then on the outside of our feet. And I like doing this. It's almost like you're massaging your feet, because we don't often actually use our feet in this way. So on the outsides and then on the insides. So we often neglect our feet in workouts. We go straight into high impact stuff, and we don't warm our feet up. So inside, okay. And then we're going to put our feet together and we're going to draw a circle with our knees. So think about having a texture between your knees and you're drawing a big circle. So probably about 10 of those. Okay, and then back the other way. Beautiful. What I like to do is do as many reps as I feel comfortable with, and then add a few more. So we're good to push the envelope. Okay. Now, what about these hips? So again, taking the texture analogy again, imagine you've got a texture, magic marker up your bum, and you're drawing a big circle. So really push into those hips. A lot of us are very stiff in our hips. Really working that round. I love feeling all your joints moving and feeling all your muscles moving. It's so cool. And then we're going to swap round the other side, the other way. Beautiful. So keep that going. This little fella is Milo. He's one of my many cats. Okay, beautiful. We're going to do a few calf raises, so just up onto your toes. This is really great for getting those calves pumping. I like to do this in the shower. I like to do this when I'm cleaning my teeth. And it's so important, running, walking, moving, to have strong calves. It's what helps to push you off the ground. Beautiful. Okay, let's move into getting the shoulders and the body warmed up. We'll just do some little side stretches. Really bend that knee as you go down. Keep looking forwards and up. And that helps you keep your back straight. If you're looking down like this, you're going to round your back. Whereas if you're looking up, you help to keep your back straight. Lovely little stretch down the inside of your thighs there. Always important to do a dynamic warm-up, which means stretching through movement. I hate seeing people do those static stretches on cold muscles. That's very old school, so proven to give you injuries. So stop it if that's what you're doing, and do some stretches within movement. Beautiful. Okay, just going to stretch out those hammies and those quads. Just touching, you see I'm touching my heels to my hands. Okay. Just taking everything through the range of movement. We're going to go elbow to knee, elbow to knee. Really get those knees up. Stretch out those hips. Beautiful. Okay. Now we're going to do some diagonal chest openers. Actually, I do normally do these with the heel raises. I forgot that. See how you get out of the habit? Okay, so just stretching open and open. This is great for stretching out the chest, warming up those shoulders. Oh, I love it. Love that feeling. Okay. Beautiful. And now we're just going to take our pointy finger all the way back in a big circle. So try and stretch right behind you and up and forwards. And back. And if I was preparing for a cardio workout, I'd start to do some jumping jacks, that kind of thing, just to get my circulation going, just get my heart warmed up and my muscles. This is going to be quite a gentle abdominal workout today. Beautiful. And back. Okay, so we're going to get into it. I'm going to do 8 sets of different exercises. And the good thing about this is, if you think about it as 8 exercises, and we're going to start off with 20 reps of each exercise. You can just repeat that as many times as you like. If that's a bit too much for you, just do 10 and then rest and then do 10 more. You know, you can kind of change it up depending on your abilities. But over the weeks, when you're doing the same exercises, do try and push the boundaries a little bit more, you know, get in more reps and more sets of that. Okay, so we are going to start off with crunches. So I'm going to talk to you about the correct position for crunches, because so many people do crunches and they're doing them incorrectly, which is going to damage their back, but also it means that their hips and their back are pulling you up, which means that your abs aren't working. So to get the best out of this, you're going to lie on your back, and we're going to talk about pelvic tilt. So we're going to think about flattening the small of your back down into the mat, and at the same time taking your hips and pulling them up to your ribs. Does that make sense? So you're tilting your pelvis this way. Hello, Myra. Go away. So when you're doing your crunches, make sure that you've got that pelvic tilt and you're pushing the small of your back down into the mat. Okay, so we're going to do 20 crunches, and we're just going to come up and just tap our knees and go back down. Don't bring yourself up with your arms because you're trying to use the momentum to bring you up, and that's not putting resistance on your abs. So as you come up, think of it as rolling your back up, touching your knees, rolling your back down. So it's like the letter C. You're rolling it up, touching, rolling it back down, and all the time you're contracting your abdominals into your spine. Okay, so let's do 20. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Chin up. 4, 5, 6. Really pull that belly button in. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Beautiful. Okay, next up, Russian twists. You can use a water bottle or a weight or something if you want to add a little bit more resistance to this. But you're going to balance on your bum, your feet up. If that's too hard, just keep your feet on the floor. And we're going to join our hands together, and you're going to touch the floor either side. And your eyes are going to follow your hands, because if you follow with where your eyes go, your shoulders go. We want to see that shoulder rotation. Again, pull your belly button into your spine so that you're really engaging those abdominals, because your abs will develop in the position in which you exercise them. So if you are exhaling and you're just letting your abdominals relax outwards, they will get stronger, and that's how they will, that's the formation form that they will take. So always contract your abs in, pull your belly button into your spine, and then your abdominals will develop in that inward position, if that makes sense. I'm trying to explain it in lay person's terms. Okay, so we're going to do 20 Russian twists. So one left and right counts as 1. So feet up. We're going to go 1, 2. Oh, sorry, 1, 2, 3. Really drive that elbow back. 4, 5, 6, 7. Really turn those shoulders. 8, 9, 10. 11, pull your belly button into your spine. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Beautiful. See, easy peasy. You can just replay this video back and do, 40 or 50 or, just, I don't know, all in one go. I mean, just with the rest in between. Do 20 and then rest for 20 seconds, and then do 20 more, rest. Okay, next we're going to do reverse curls. So you can put your hands under your bum. I like to make a little diamond shape. Hands under my bum, crossing ankles over at the top, and just lifting, again, pulling your belly button into your spine, just lifting that butt off the ground, pretending that there's somebody pulling your ankles up by a rope to the ceiling. That's how I think of it. So let's do 20 of those. 1, 2, 3. Keep your belly button into your spine. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, pushing that spine down into the mat. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Get that butt high. 18, 19, 20. Beautiful. Okay, next up, something a little bit more sedate. It's called the dead bug. And I love the dead bug because it always feels like it always seems such a simple, little benign type of exercise. You don't think it's actually going to do very much. but actually it really does do a lot because of how you're extending your limbs. So dead bug, again, on your back, pushing your spine down into the mat, your hips up towards your ribs. So that pelvic tilt so that your back is flat against the mat. Put both knees up into tabletop position, both hands on those knees, and same side. You want to be pulling your leg out straight and your arm out straight, keeping your back pushed down into the mat, not arched. So there's a tendency as you get out to the extension for your back to be arched. So really resist that, push it down into the mat, and you'll feel those abs really contract. There, Milo. So we're going to do 20 dead bugs each side. Oh, sorry, Milo. And that's 1. Keep those abs contracted. That's 2. Yes, Milo. That's 3. Make sure it's the same side. 4. Pushing you back down into the mat. 5. 6. Keep pushing that mat back down into the mat. 7. 8. 9. Milo, you're not helping at all. 10. And again, actually, I should be slowing this down. The slower you can do it, the better. Because it's all about applying the resistance to those abdominals. I think that's 12. Making sure that your spine is pushed down into the mat, belly button pulled into your spine. As usual, I've lost count. Maybe that's 15. Let's slow it down for the last few. 16, keep that spine pushed down into the mat. 17. 18. 19. Push that arch of your back down into the mat. And let's do super slow for 20. 21. Beautiful. Let's hug those knees. And let's see what the next one is. Side plank dips. So when we talk about your abdominal muscles, you have your ab muscles on the front, but also you have these transverse or lateral muscles here on the side, responsible for, waist trimming and, it's really important not just to develop the ones in the front, but to also pay attention to the whole of your trunk. So think of this as developing your corset, which will give strength to your back. So if you're somebody that suffers with back pain, having strong abdominals will really help support your spine. So we're going to do some side plank dips. So a side plank, you want your elbow right underneath your shoulder, stacking your feet one on top of each other, or if that's tricky, have your front one forwards and your back one back, so that you're like this, so that you're out in a straight plank position, whatever is easy for you. I think stacking is easy for me. So we're going to do little hip dips. Again, pull your belly button into your spine, keep those abs engaged. I find putting my top arm up like this helps keep my body in alignment. And so I'm going to do 20, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep those abs engaged. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Beautiful. Let's swap over to the other side. Okay, again. Line away there. 20 on this side. 1, 2, really push those hips up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Whew. Okay. Now we're going to do a little abdominal exercise that I call row, row, row your boat. It's kind of like a variation on leg extensions and a cross between the Russian twists as well, in that you're sitting on your bum with your knees, with your legs up. And again, if this is tricky, just keep with your heels on the floor and just do the upper part, although you get the full effect when you do both sides. So the thing about people that row, they generally have really, as well as really great shoulders, they generally have really great abs as well, if they're utilizing the abs properly as they row. So we're going to have our feet up, knees in, grab those oars, get ready to row. So as our feet go out, our arms are going to go back. So you can see it's like an alternating movement. Just pretend that you are rowing a boat, okay? So we're going to do 20 of those. And here we go. 1. Again, pull those abdominals into your spine. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, nice straight back. 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Okay, all that remains from our ab exercises, because that's 7 of them done, is to do a plank. Now we know that planks are great for our core, so I'm going to give you some tips on planking, because you can take some time to kind of work up to planks. I haven't been doing any lately, so I won't be able to hold my plank very long. I'm going to hold it to the count of 20. And then I'll rest, and then I'll do 20 more. Sorry, Marlo, I'm going to have to shuffle you off. There you go. Okay, so when it comes to planking, again, have your elbows underneath your shoulders, and rather than clasping your hands together, put your hands out straight so that you're in alignment, and it gives you extra stability. As you put your feet out, make sure that your heel is pushed further back than your toe. Because again, that will give you stability, and it'll stop you overstressing your shoulders and putting all your weight on your shoulders. Pull the belly button into your spine, and you can put your legs wider for extra stability if you like. So something like this is great. So you see that would be upright, and that's pushing your weight down into your heels. So let's count 20, neutral neck. 1, 2, 3, pull your belly button in. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, a little rest. I'm going to reposition myself because my toes are sliding on the floor. And again, make sure that you're not too dipped in the middle or jackknifed with your butt up. It's called a plank because you should be straight like a plank. So let's go for another 20. Put those heels back, legs nice and wide, and let's do 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Good effort, gang. Okay, I'm going to do a few stretches now. I do a whole total body stretch routine generally, but for this I'm just going to do some targeted stretches, mainly for abdominals, core, and the bits that we've been using. So lying on your back, bringing your knees in and giving those knees a hug, and just moving your head towards your knees, just trying to stretch out that spine. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to put our right ankle over our left knee and reaching through, pull that left leg towards you. Feel that delicious stretch. And swap sides. Wonderful. Okay. Sitting up, feet out stretched, exhaling and just lean forwards, touching your toes, or grabbing your ankles, looking down towards your knee. Wonderful. As you exhale, just try and allow that stretch a little bit further. Excellent. Okay, into tabletop position now. So hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips, and we're going to arch our back, chin on your chest, tilting that pelvis under. So imagine you're a cat with a cat's tail, and you're pushing that tail underneath you, between your knees, and then chin up, and allow your back to relax. Let's do that one more time. Cat stretch. Chin on your chest, tilt that pelvis under. Beautiful. Beautiful. Bring those knees in. Sit back on your heels, put your head on the mat, and stretch your arms out. Just to release those shoulders. Beautiful. Onto your tummy. Hands underneath your shoulders, pushing up into that cobra position. Hips still on your mat, under fish, and relax those butt cheeks. And allow to come back down, relax everything, and push up again. Relax those butt cheeks. You know you've got them clenched. Beautiful. Pop your toes underneath you. Leaning up, just getting up slowly. Okay, so we're just going to do a little bit of a total stretch. Arms up, we can't see them on the screen, but I'm grabbing my left wrist with my right arm, and I'm just pulling over to the right. Reaching up, grabbing my right wrist, pulling over to the left, reaching back to front on your video. Yes, Milo. Let's go back to the left. Pull that over. Beautiful. And one more time. Keep scratching my exercise mat. It's a new one too. Okay, guys, that's my little ab workout. I don't know how many minutes that was, but there was a bit of explaining there and a bit of a warm up and cool down. So that extends the time. But you know, when you're feeling like one of those little ab workouts, this is a great one to do. And you know, after exercise, it's always really important to have some kind of nutrition, some kind of sports or exercise nutrition, because research has shown if you're just exercising and you're not taking advantage of your metabolic window, which is 30 to 60 minutes after exercise, to have some good absorbable proteins, carbs, vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, that kind of thing, you've actually wasted a workout because your body is depleted and it's got no building blocks to repair those tiny little micro tears that happens every time that you exercise. And little micro tears, they're a natural part of exercise. They're actually what you want. You want those little tiny micro tears because once you've had some of your nutrition afterwards, you'll find that that repairs and builds the lean muscle so much better, and that's going to help you burn more fat. So I'm going to have my recovery smoothie right now. I hope that you enjoyed that workout and look forward to joining me next time. Cheers, guys.